Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called polynomials. The given question is, give examples of polynomials px, gx, qx and rx which satisfy the division algorithm and degree qx is equal to degree rx. So guys, this is one of the most important questions. So let us see how we are going to solve this type of question or how we are going to answer this type of questions. So question has asked us to give examples of polynomials px, gx, qx and rx which satisfies the division algorithm we should consider the examples in such a way that these examples satisfies the division algorithm So our examples should be in such a way that it should satisfy this px, gx, qx and rx should satisfies the division algorithm. Besides satisfying division algorithm, we should also see that the degree of qx is equal to degree of rx This is what we should also see, that our polynomial should satisfy this condition also. There are two things. That means one, it should satisfy the division algorithm. Second, it should satisfy this condition that is being given in the question. The condition is that degree of qx is equal to degree of rx. So we should frame our polynomial in such a way that it satisfies the division algorithm as well as it satisfies the degree qx is equal to degree rx. Now guys, the most important thing is here. Please focus your attention here. The most important thing is here. We know that the division algorithm, I am writing the division algorithm. We know that px is equal to gx into qx plus rx. This is what we already know, and most of us know that, or almost all of us know that px is equal to gx into qx plus rx. This px is the dividend, gx is the divisor, qx is the quotient and rx is the remainder. Now guys, the most important thing here for this concept, for clearing our concept or for purpose of this particular question, the most important thing that we need to understand is the degree of gx and the degree of qx. The degree of gx and the degree of qx, both together they form the degree of px. This degree of gx plus the degree of qx, they both form the degree of px. If the degree of px is 2, then either our degree of gx is 2 or either our degree of gx is 1 or it is 2 or 0, something like that. So altogether the total of this should be the total of the degrees of the gx as well as the total of the degrees of the qx should be 2, so that we can get a polynomial of degree 2. Now the other most important thing is that this gx is always greater than rx. Why? Because if you remember, our division process stops when we get the remainder when the remainder is less than gx. Our division process stops when the remainder is less than gx. Unless and until the remainder is more than gx, our division process will continue. But once the remainder reaches to a point where it is less than gx, our division process stops. Now keeping these things in mind, let us see how we are going to frame a polynomial. Where the degree qx is equal to degree rx. So how we are going to frame a polynomial where the degree of qx is equal to the degree of rx. Now guys, degree of qx as well as the degree of rx. So let us see how we are going to frame a polynomial so that the degree of px is equal to the degree of qx. Now guys, as I told you that this degree of gx should always be greater than the degree of rx. This degree of rx should always be greater than the degree of rx. Now if we are going to consider qx, the degree of qx is 1, the degree of rx should also be 1, because the question asked us degree of qx is equal to degree of rx. So let us consider the degree of qx is 1 as well as the degree of rx is 1. Now definitely if we are considering degree of qx or degree of rx is 1, then the degree of gx we need to consider 2, because we already mentioned that the degree of gx should always be greater than the degree of rx. Now here we have considered the degree of rx is 1. For that reason the degree of gx should be 2, because it should be more than 1. These are the two things these are some of the conditions or some of the things that we should always keep in mind. Now if we are considering the degree of gx as 2 and the degree of qx you could see 1, that means the degree of our px is going to be 3. That means the degree of our px is going to be 3. See how easily we could frame our polynomial now. How easily we can frame our polynomial now. Now keeping these things in mind, let us frame a polynomial. Keeping these things in mind, let us frame a polynomial. Keeping all these things in mind, now let us frame a polynomial and see how we are proving it. So if I write here, it is the degree of polynomial, we are going to frame a 3. Now keeping this particular equation, degree qx is equal to degree rx. Now let px, we are going to frame a polynomial and we will satisfy the conditions, we will prove that. Let px, guys, I'm taking whatever is being given, I'm taking the example, whatever is being given as an answer in the question, for this question in the book, so that we can easily understand. But you can consider any examples, you can consider any polynomials, but for the purpose of this solving here, so that everyone can understand, I'm taking whatever is being given as an answer in the question in the book. Now let px is equal to x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x plus 1. So you could see that we have considered the polynomial px is equal to x to the power 3 plus x to the 2 plus x plus 1, and you could also see that our condition is that our px becomes 3, because we have considered qx as 1. Let me repeat again. You could see that we have considered qx is 1. The degree of qx is 1. If the degree of qx is 1, the degree of rx is going to be 1, because the question asked us to find out a polynomial where the degree of qx is equal to degree of rx. So for that reason, if the degree of qx is 1, then definitely the degree of rx is going to be 1 as per the question. Now if the degree of rx is 1, degree of gx should be 2, because we always know that the degree of gx is greater than the degree of rx. For that reason we have considered the degree of gx to be 2. Now the other condition, we know that the degree of gx plus the degree of qx, the degree of gx plus the degree of qx, they both form the degree of the px or the polynomial. So you could see that we got 2 as gx and degree of gx and 1 as degree of qx. So we got degree of px to be 3. That means you could see that we have considered a polynomial where its degree is 3. Now taking this polynomial, let us move ahead, and we should also consider gx, a polynomial, in such a way that its degree is 2. We should also consider gx, another polynomial. The gx is nothing but divisor and px is nothing but dividend. So we are going to consider the divisor in such a way that its degree is 2. Now I can consider the gx is equal to x to the power 2 minus 1. I can consider the gx is x to the power 2 minus 1. Now keeping these things in mind or considering these things, let us divide this polynomial with x to the power 2 minus 1 and see what quotient and what remainder we are getting. Now I'm going to divide px with gx. So x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x to the x plus 1. I'm going to divide the polynomial that we have considered as an example with x to the power 2 minus 1. That is what we also considered as an example. Now what we got? We got x to the power 2 minus 1 as the divisor, and x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x to the power x plus 1 is our dividend. Now what should we this is our the highest degree of this polynomial, x to the power 3. and you could see that in the divisor we have x to the power 2. So what should I multiply to this x to the power 2 so that I can get this x to the power 3? The answer is very simple and very straightforward. If I multiply x to x to the power 2, then I'm going to get x to the power 3. That is what I'm going to do now. I'm multiplying x to x to the power 2. And I cannot only multiply x with x to the power 2, I need also to multiply x to minus 1. If I multiply x to minus 1, I'm going to get minus x here. Now we are going to subtract this one. So if we are going to subtract, just we are going to reverse the symbols. I'm reversing the symbol here to negative because here it is plus x3 and here positive. Now you could see that this x to the power 2 minus x to the power 2, it cancels out, and we are left with x to the power 2 plus 2x plus 1. We are left with x to the power 2 plus 2x plus 1. Now the next thing, you could see that the new dividend that we got is x to the power 2. I'm considering this one as the new dividend, not the remainder. So this is what x to the power 2, and here we have x to the power 2. What should I multiply to this x to the power 2? What should I multiply to this x to the power 2 so that I can get x to the power 2? The answer is very simple and very straightforward. If I multiply plus 1 to this x to the power 2, then definitely I'm going to get x to the power 2. 1 into x to the power 2 is 1, and 1 minus 1, and 1 minus 1 is minus 1. Now as usual, we are going to change the symbol so that we are subtracting this one. Here it will become negative and here it will become positive. And you could see that here we got plus x to the power 2 and minus x to the power 2, it cancels out. Plus 1 minus 1, it cancels out, and we are left with 2x. This 2x is our, sorry guys, here we got 2x plus 2, because this is, we changed the symbol, so here plus 1 and plus 1, it became 2. Now as I told you earlier, our division process will stop whenever we see that the remainder is less than the divisor. Here you could see that the degree of the divisor is 2. Here you could see that the degree of this divisor is 2, and here we have the degree of this remainder is 1. So here our division process will stop because we could see that the remainder is now less than the divisor. Now this is what we got. We got the quotient as x plus 1. This is our quotient. We got the quotient as x plus 1. This is our quotient, and we got the remainder as 2x plus 2. This is our remainder that we got. Now let us note down this remainder and the quotient here and see what we are going to do next. Now I can write qx is equal to, qx is equal to x plus 1, and I can write rx is equal to, I can write rx is equal to 2x plus 2. Now let us check one by one. As per the question, we are supposed to frame a polynomial in such a way that the degree of qx, we are supposed to frame a polynomial in such a way that the degree of qx is equal to the degree of rx. Now let us check what we got here. The degree of qx, let me put it down, x plus 1, our qx is x plus 1, and our rx is 2x plus 2. And you could see that here the degree is 1, here in qx the degree is 1, here in rx the degree is 1. So this condition is also satisfied. That is what this is also proved, that the degree of qx is I can write satisfied, so that we can see, because question asked us to frame two polynomials in such a way that the degree of qx is equal to degree of rx. So this is what it satisfied. Now let us look into the other condition. The other condition was that it should satisfy the division algorithm. Now let us check putting these things in our division algorithm. Putting the data in our division algorithm. So we know that our division algorithm says that px is equal to gx into Qx plus Rx. Let us put the data that we got now in this formula. Let us put the information that we have with us in this formula. So you could see that Px, we considered Px as x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x plus 1 is equal to Gx. Gx is our divisor, so Gx is x to the power 2 minus 1, that is what we have considered in our example, into Qx. Qx, we got Qx as x plus 1. We got Qx as x plus 1 plus remainder Rx. Rx is what we got 2x plus 2. Now let us solve this. If we have here x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x plus 1 is equal to x to the power 2 into this x is, we are getting this x to the power 2 into this x, we are getting x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 minus x minus 1 plus 2x plus 2. Guys, I'm just solving this equation. Or I can write x to the power 3 plus x to the power 2 plus x plus 1 is equal to, here we have x to the power 3, x plus x to the power 2, now minus this minus x and plus 2x, we have plus x, minus x plus 2x, we got plus x, and here we have minus 1 and here we have plus 2, that is also plus 1. So you could see that, what you could see that here you could see that the left hand side of this equation is equal to right hand side of this equation. Now we can write our concluding note that saying that hence the polynomial that we have considered, hence the polynomial that we have considered satisfies the division algorithm also, satisfies the division algorithm. Hope guys we are very clear what we did here, but still if you have any questions or doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your questions or comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.